Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Allegro. Thank you so much for coming back to watch yet another video. And if you are new here, please do take a moment to subscribe to the channel and join our growing YouTube family. On today's video, I'm going to talk about some recession-proof business ideas and perhaps side hustles that you could consider during these tough times. I think by now we all know that we're living in some tough financial times. Things just keep rising. The cost of living just keeps rising. The cost of electricity, you name it. I mean, in South Africa right now, we're dealing with the consistent rise in the repo rate, which affects so many things around us, from home loans to car loans to you name it. It's a lot. The price of food alone, I was shocked. I think about 2 weeks ago, I went shopping. I usually order online, and I think sometimes when I'm just using an app, I don't really pay attention. But I ordered, I went into a supermarket. I don't want to mention it, but anyway, I went shopping, grocery shopping, and I was like, whoa, my trolley isn't even full. Like, I went in there to just get a couple of things, and then you look at the total, you're like, wait, that's it? What did I take? And you get home and you start looking at your receipt, you're like, oh my goodness, things are getting expensive. And I know that people are now starting to think of different ideas, from business ideas that they could start, or perhaps a side hustle that they could start to really increase the current income that they have, just to get by. And hopefully, while you're trying to get by in this business that you start, it might even take you to the next phase of financial freedom in your life. So if you do see me looking over a little bit, I have my notes over here. I just don't want to forget anything, so I wrote them down. And I think let's start off with number one, which is baby products. Anything to do with babies, I feel like, is recession proof, because that's an essential. That is something that will always be needed. People are always having babies. We have this term now on social media, people talking about pandemic babies, because there was a phase where there were so many pregnancies throughout the lockdown and all of that. And just in general, also, human beings are always being made. So they need things. Babies need things, from clothing to toys to milk to you name it. They need things. And it's also been projected. I read a study quite recently that the baby products market is going to rise by 88%, I think, by 2026, somewhere there. I'm not sure. Don't quote me word for word. Just go look it up. But it is definitely on the rise. It is a market that a lot of companies are trying to dip into. A lot of entrepreneurs are trying to dip into. I recently also saw Mr. Price launching Mr. Price Baby, and I was not surprised. I thought, yeah, it was bound to happen. Because why? During the lockdowns, I believe that perhaps they didn't see as much sales as they would have, prior to the lockdown, because people weren't really prioritizing buying clothing just to sit at home, So now you have people ordering baby things from online apps, having them delivered at home, and they thinking, why are we not doing that? So I saw that a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, okay, that's a good business idea. I'm not hating on them. I mean, why wouldn't you look into business ideas that are going to make sure that you continue to excel even during a recession, even during perhaps another pandemic that may come along in the future? We never know. So keep in mind baby products. And I'm going to go through the list quite quickly. I don't want to talk too much about it. I think I just want to put that out there, and then you guys can go and do your research. Whatever that may spark your interest, you can just pick one or two, a couple, and go do your research and see if it's something that you may want to get into. And the second one here is childcare. A no-brainer, honestly, a no-brainer. Again, such as the baby products, it's also an essential service. People need their children to be taken care of. Some people were not affected by the pandemic in a way that they had to only work from home. They were still having to go out and work at their offices and, on the road, wherever they need to work away from home. And they need somebody to take care of their children. Those babysitting opportunities, you may, even in your complex, in your neighborhood, you may just say, listen guys, I'm offering childcare services. I'll take care of your kids. Maybe you're working night shifts, I can do that. I can, just something. But that is always a service that will always be in need, which is why it is recession proof. Another one is food and beverage. Food and beverage, we all eat and drink. We all eat and consume food and drinks at some point. It's a necessity, it's an essential. So again, a no-brainer. This industry of course, you may say, well, the restaurants were affected. You just find a way to maneuver around. And when the restaurants were hit with the lockdown and people couldn't go out, many of them ran to the apps. Many of them started to say, okay, we're still offering our services. We can still feed you and sell our drinks and everything, but we can do it on apps. We can find a way to get to our customers, and that just helps them I guess get ready for whatever may be next in the future of their line of business, that to not always just be comfortable where they are, to actually be 3, 5, 10 steps ahead of the game in case such things do happen. Again, we never know. It might still happen, or something even worse. Who knows? But if you are ready, then I guess you don't have to get ready in the moment. Another thing is online teaching. Online teaching has become such a hit. And I'm not only talking about, I know a lot of people talk about, I'm teaching English online classes to countries in Asia or wherever. You can do so many things teaching online. And I, for one, am somebody who started an online teaching business during the lockdown. Some of you are familiar with my women empowerment platform, Boss Chic South Africa. I started doing online entrepreneurship masterclasses, basically teaching women and empowering women how they can go about starting their own business, equipping them with the right skills and knowledge of how to really, grow and scale their businesses, their passions, and just advice and things that they wouldn't necessarily get from just anybody out there on social media on a daily or on a monthly or whatever the case. So I started those online masterclasses because we used to have in-person events, and I would meet ladies. They would come through. We would have like a nice all-day event. And now since the lockdown happened, I thought, what am I going to do? I'm not going to just let that whole community that I built, that community of women that we built together over these past couple of maybe 8 years now, just let them go and not offer anything. And I started playing around with the idea of online masterclasses, and people joined in. They signed in, the ladies signed in, and I just do it from the comfort of my home, and they are sitting at home or at work watching me from their phones or their laptops, and I do my masterclasses for an hour to 2 hours. Last year I did them basically for 10 months, and this year have been quarterly. So actually we're having the 4th one in November, the last one, but more details on Boss Chic South Africa if you are interested in that. So keep in mind, online teaching, whatever expertise that you have. It could be entrepreneurship, you could want to teach English or another language, you could want to teach people how to music, or I don't know, whatever. There's so many things out there, maybe graphic design or design of some sort, and you can offer that experience and that teaching experience just online, and would work and benefit the people that join. Think about it, do it. Another thing is household repairs. Another no-brainer. People need things repaired, and when it was the lockdown and now in recession, you can't really shy away. If your fridge breaks down, it breaks down. You just need to take money out of your savings and get it fixed. So putting yourself out there doing household repairs could be one of the best things you do for yourself, especially during a recession, to make money and grow that business. And another one here is also car repairs. Sticking with repairs, car repairs. It's an essential. My car breaks down, I need to get it fixed. I'm not going to wait months on end. I need to get it fixed. So that is another recession-proof business idea. You've also got here mobile cleaning services. It goes without saying, we need to clean our homes, our offices, whatever it is that's around you. Maybe you're operating in a factory, you operate wherever, once a month, once a week. You need cleaning services. I thought I could do it all, especially when we were hit with the hard lockdown and my helper couldn't come. And I was like, I'll do it. It is exhausting, especially when you have little ones and you clean this mess, they make another. You do this, they do. And on top of that, you fall behind with work because you're so busy with all the household chores and household, cleanings and everything else that now I'm working late at night or in between, wherever I can get a chance. It's a lot. So perhaps you're somebody that knows that I could be a great cleaner, whether I'm cleaning at people's offices or going to their homes, and you know that you'd be good at that. It is a recession-proof business. I would say go for it. We've also got mobile hair and beauty, another one that goes without saying. I'm not even going to talk much about that. And then we've got here an online business such as YouTube, such as starting a podcast, doing social media content creation, launching an ebook. There's so many types of online businesses that you could consider. I mean, blogging. I've got a blog, Ogela Entertainment. You can go to ogelaent.com and you make money basically in your sleep sometimes. You just grow your blog to the point where it's just making you money, your audience, just by that. Of course, it's a lot of work. I'm not saying take it lightly. I mean, even with YouTubers that are making money off YouTube, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of consistency, it's a lot of dedication. But once you get to that point where you're really making a lot of money, or money to just sustain yourself and your family, and better yet, money that you weren't even making at your previous 9-to-5 jobs, and you can, there's room to grow that, I would say go for it. Because what I love the most with online businesses is that you can work from anywhere in the world. You're not limited at all. And I'm currently in a phase of my life where I don't just want to be stuck in one place, in one country, in one city. If I want to go on holiday and pack my family up and we go somewhere for 2 weeks, I don't want to have to worry about who's going to do that, my business, who's doing this. I can work from anywhere in the world. I can do YouTube, I can do my blogging, I can do the PR work that I do. I can do it from anywhere in the world. And I don't need to be fixed in one fixed place. And that's also just another advantage with that. So do have a look at it, do some research if you are interested in it. And of course, it's recession proof. It's been proven. I don't need to convince you any longer. Just try and do your research and see if you can get anything out of it that might encourage you and help you just get going and just start. And another thing is virtual assistants. I didn't really know about this until I needed a virtual assistant. When we were forced to now work from home, the office space that we work at, the building offered virtual assistants. So basically someone would still be there to answer the phone, forward emails, or even answer some important emails. And so basically I would have a virtual office. I'm not there, nobody is there, a reception per se that I am paying on a monthly, but you're paying for these virtual assistant services where they are still somehow helping you manage your office environment and the way you do business. And I think it's so important. And you can get assistance in so many fields. It's not just if you have a business in an office. So many people are, they have virtual assistants. Maybe they're booking their travel schedules, they're booking their families' trips, they're booking whatever it is, and they're doing it all virtually. You can do it from home. And if you are that type of person, you know that you can manage people's diaries, you can get things done, you can stay on top of whatever schedules, routines. You do well in admin. That would be your thing. You should check it out. And it actually pays quite a lot, and it will always be a service that is needed, whether we're in a lockdown, whether these hard times financially are persistent during the recession. It will be something that is, you could still continue to do. So have a look at that too. We've also got here pet grooming services. In my neighborhood, I have seen these mobile vans moving around every week, and I thought, oh my goodness. So people care about their pets, obviously, and you'd be surprised how often that they need the grooming services. To some families, pets are actually a part of, they're like another sibling, they're like a child, they're like a family member, they get taken care of. It's not just like, oh, hi, it's just another pet, another animal in the house. No. So pet grooming services, have a look at that. It's something that perhaps you love animals, you love taking care of animals, you love grooming, and you're good at it. Definitely consider this one. We're almost done, almost at I think this is 15 of them. If you're good in accounting, finances, you are a financial advisor, recession proof. I don't need to say much about that. Most people don't like doing their own taxes. Most people don't like doing their own bookkeeping. And if you can offer that service, and you can also offer it virtually, why not? Why not make extra money? Why not start just maybe as it being your side hustle, make the money, grow it, and it could be a fully fledged business where you offer accounting services, financial advisory services, something to consider. And second last on my list, if you are a great writer, consider freelance writing or editing or proofreading job opportunities out there. Put yourself out there and say, listen, I'm a proofreader, I'm an editor. Before articles get run, before, I don't know, whatever it is, books get published, you go through those. You are the proofreader, you're editing, or maybe you're even the one who's writing and submitting the content, and you're good at that. Again, you can do this from anywhere in the world, from the comfort of your home. You can even do it while you're on a holiday, submit your articles, and you have money in the bank, you're making money, and it's something that is recession proof. It will always be a need. So many companies, especially the corporates, that need great writers, whether they're writing their press releases, their monthly newsletters, you name it. You know, you could really write about anything and any topic. You just need to know, firstly, what your niche is going to be and who is your target market, and put yourself out there. Now, last but not least on the list is photography, web and graphic design. You can also do this virtually. It is recession proof. I think we have all seen that during these hard times, so many people are trying different things, trying to launch this business and that business. And of course, photography, web and graphic design are at, I would say, the base of your marketing essentials. You need the right logo, you need the right website, you need the right graphics, promo to go along with whatever it is that you are promoting and putting out there as a small business owner. And who do you run to? Who do you go to? You go to graphic designers, skilled graphic web designers, skilled photographers. During the lockdown, I would get photographers to come through and we would shoot some of the products that I have under Ogela Foods, and we get a graphic designer, a web designer to do the website. We actually recently renovated the website. You can go to ogelafoods.com to have a look. We're also on Uber Eats, so you can place your orders there. But it's a service that I've needed, and I'm not particularly good with doing graphics and web designs. I've actually done a couple of websites myself and I was happy with them, but sometimes you just need someone else to do it, just to take off the workload. And some people just know absolutely nothing about it, and they just want the convenience of having someone. I pay you and you deliver. I don't want to have to worry about doing websites and coding and coming up with great designs. It's not my thing. I'm not that creative. Perhaps that's you. Then you know that you're going to need such people. And if you are a potential graphic designer, web designer, photographer, this is something you should start taking seriously. It is considered as one of my top 15, and also by other experts out there that have spoken about recession-proof businesses. This is also one that has popped up on the list. So do take it into consideration. And I hope this list has helped you. These are 15 recession-proof business ideas that you could start as a side hustle, or go straight in and just make it a business. Put everything in it and see where it takes you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and it shed some light and helped you. And if you did start a business during the recession, during the lockdowns, during these tough times, or you are considering starting one, please do share in the comment section. I would love to read and hear from you, and I will chat to you guys in the next video. Bye.